All right. Hi, guys. How was the presentations? I hope you enjoyed them. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. We are gonna show off a little bit of the game for those of you that have not played it already. And yeah, this is Lady. And I guess we should just start. I should be the voice, right?
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm the only voice in the whole game. What's happening? I've actually read these lines so many times because I thought I was gonna voice like the whole opening sequence when I was doing the trailer, but then I decided to like cut most of it because I was like, too much of me with a bad mic. Yeah. Okay. So here we are in the village. Thank you. Who picked out the intro music? Derek picked out all of the music. David says he likes our intro music. Begin your journey to the garden. Well, I'm not gonna go there first. I'm gonna go back here. And find all of the things and see if I can actually make these jumps.
You're one of those who don't clear the tips, aren't you?
I did clear it. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Oh, I made it anyway.
There you go.
Oh, it sucks. You guys can't see it live.
No, we're on a slight delay.
Well, that's annoying. I wonder if I could stream it at the same time.
Can you make this jump, though? Because that's the jump everyone struggles with. Oh, you ricocheted.
Barely.
Oh, so close. Ooh.
And there was one more over here. Okay. I wonder if I could stream it in the Discord at the same time.
OBS will let you, if your computer will let you.
Is that working?
Yep.
In order to spit seeds at enemies, you have to stay hydrated. Pick up water droplets in order to fill your hydration meter. In order to reach the garden, we need to exit the village. Try spitting a seed at the spider web with right click or right trigger to break it. Hey Madison, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
appreciate it. How are you doing?
Yeah. Thanks, Madison.
Using your stick, you can perform a melee attack with left click or left trigger. It's also handy for digging up treasure. Try using your melee attack on this dirt pile. So yeah, we actually originally only had... Sorry, what were you going to say, Nathaniel?
I was just saying, Derek sounded so excited with his thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes. I put my headphones down and I put it back on and I heard that. I was like, ah.
Yes, I must thank Madison!
I must thank people.
What I was gonna say was we actually started the game with just the ranged attack. And as we kind of tested and as we kind of like had people try out the game and everything, we were like, we wanted to kind of make it more interesting. So that's when we retroactively added the melee, to kind of put in extra variety. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for playing the beta. That's really nice. Where did you hear about it, out of curiosity?
Probably me.
Probably you.
I guess. Yeah.
Look at Derek taking credit for everything.
That's right. Hey, man. Hey, man. That's not funny.
That is true.
Yeah.
Thank you, LR Chica. I believe that is my sister. Thank you.
Yeah, so the garden level here is mostly a brainchild of Jason, for sure.
Hi, Megan. Yes, Jason put his blood, sweat, and tears into the models and the level design of the garden.
Probably more tears than anything else.
For all the water droplets, yeah, for sure. So many tears.
Yeah, the water droplets that we pick up to stay hydrated are just actually Jason's tears. Is basically what we're trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
So we found our little hidden area, and
Shoot it.
And so we decided to also have collectibles, just like you would in like a Mario game. So if I can, oh my god, the jump is the try. Oh my gosh, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, so we decided to have like kind of like a, you know, hidden collectible like you would in like a Mario game, like a different kind of star that like you can unlock that gives you a multiplier to your score if you find it in the level. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate it.
I'll be curious for anyone who's watching how you decide to play the game, because I was talking with everyone else beforehand, and we were talking about the different playstyles we have. I'm almost exclusively a melee guy. I love using the melee. I just run circles around the guy. I think Andrew, you're a shooter person. You use the seeds all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much exclusively shoot.
I do kind of a hybrid.
Yeah, I like running towards them and shooting, and then right when I get up on them, hit them for the last hit.
The melee combat is fun, feels good ducking in and out between hits. Yeah, I agree. It really appeals to like the rogue in me. Like I always play rogues in games, like ducking and weaving and stuff. Collectibles were my favorite part of the game, so I'm glad you included it. Encouraged me to explore. Awesome. Well, that's exactly what we were going for, Madison. So thanks for noticing. That's neat. Oh, hi, Jonathan. So who came up with the team name of Gamers Odyssey? And do you think Ubisoft is going to sue you over your logo? That's a great question. Thankfully, we have not anywhere closely remotely tried to trademark it. It was certainly a student
Our wave
group of
is
people.
very different from their wave.
It is different. It's not the same. It's inspired. That's all. Actually, I didn't even think of Ubisoft when we did that, but...
Is it you, Nathaniel? I don't remember who came up with Gamers Odyssey.
Yeah, Gamers Odyssey was decided on 2 years ago about.
Yeah, so most of us actually, the people in this group actually started this program at the same time. So, like, we were all in the same 111 class together. I think except for Jason. I think Jason was in a different class. But, yeah, but we were all in the same...
Thank you, Anakin.
Original class, and yeah, thanks, Anakin. Yeah, double jumps are very important to us.
Yeah,
Andrew
that was
very...
Yeah, I think that was. Did we originally just have one jump, or did we go with double jump?
Double jump from the start.
Yeah, we did one double
That was
jump.
the number one mechanic I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's high praise.
because I do remember at the
Thank
very
you so
beginning.
much, Anakin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks so much, Anakin.
Also, shout out to Anakin, because Anakin is an actual professional Tekken esports player, so really cool that he's here and hanging out.
We were told he's gonna stream some of these games, right?
Yeah, I think he is. Feel free to drop your Twitch stream, man. Always try to share those shout outs with people. These enemies seem to be invincible. Try breaking the crystal over there and see if that reverts them to normal. So yeah, so there's also a little mechanic where some of these guys are so overtaken by the evil that you have to control what's controlling them in order to destroy them. Shout out to this game.
Yeah, and the idea behind the crystals, and then when we get to the second level, is gradual threat escalation. You encounter some melee enemies in the garden level, and then you come across this crystal. It makes it a little bit more difficult because they have a shield, and then you get to the next level, and then things start to ramp up a bit. So the idea is escalating threat until we get to the final level at the pool. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, don't give it away. Spoilers.
Spoilers
for our 15-minute game.
I was gonna say 15-minute game.
But to answer your
How
question,
dare you?
To answer your question, Jonathan, Gamers Odyssey was kind of just the brainchild of that original group of friends, and we also played D&D together, and kind of called it that at that time. And we had a practice project that we did called Shadow Hunt that we kind of dabbled with. We never really finished it. Andrew did a lot of work on it, and we kind
I
of
wrote a script.
Yeah, so we explored it and kind of practiced like what it would be like to work together, and came up with the concept and everything. And I think that actually ended up being really good for us going into final project.
Yeah, because it was a even though it didn't really go anywhere, it was definitely helpful to know each other's like strengths, weaknesses, their work style, what exactly we really wanted to focus on. Because I knew I wanted to write the screenplay. Like, so you see a little bit of the cinematics here. This is my brainchild. I know I also want to do the level design. Andrew definitely wanted to do all the programming and such. So that's kind of where we all sort of figured out what our roles wanted to be for this project.
Yeah, for sure.
Want is a strong word for wanting to do all the programming.
You like the pain.
Everybody knows that Andrew does everything just sheer out of the goodness of his heart.
Also, speaking
Not
of D&D,
out of sheer obligation.
we need to play again. I'll continue to DM, but someone else needs to DM. I have DM'd almost this entire time, except for a little bit from Nathaniel.
But you're the writer.
I know, but I want to play. I make characters for fun. I've made this awesome character, and I want to use, but I can't use her.
Yeah.
That was also for Mac version. None of us own a Mac, and that's a requirement in order to make Mac versions of games.
Yeah.
So blame Apple for that one, because if you don't have an Apple developer's license, you can't make games for Mac.
Yeah,
cooking
sorry,
Mac.
Nivek. None of us would be able to get it to Xcode to export it, so yeah.
Yeah, and cooking Mac builds can be a little tricky at times, as opposed to Windows builds.
Yeah.
And the same thing applies to like iPhone mobile apps. You have to have an iPhone to be able to make an iPhone app.
Brian is volunteering to DM. That's my brother, actually.
There we go. I'm okay with that.
That was
Okay.
a request of Ken's that we put like a little crystal between the
Oh yeah,
handle.
the little pickup down here.
Yeah.
So this is the Sandbox level. This one was more me. This is actually a lot different than it originally was. Originally, it was kind of like a escape the sandbox in the sense that like there was a timer. We were trying to just rush out of it, and I think we all collectively settled saying that that was not enjoyable. It was too quick, and you rushed through it. There wasn't time to really do anything. And once we started changing it more in beta, I believe, we decided to go with more platforming. So if we wanted to do a platformer, let's have some platforming.
You're about to recommend Brian. Nice. I had to strategically sneak around the corner and grab that crystal so that I could actually kill him.
The Sandbox is definitely desert, and the joke at the beginning, I don't know if you count it or not, is an actual sandbox. So it's a sandbox level in a sandbox game.
Ha!
I know, because I'm clever
so
like that.
funny.
That's why I'm a writer, Lauren. I'm so clever like that.
We're just so clever. And oh no, we can't actually reach to the end of the level. Guess we gotta find another way.
Yeah, I think originally where we put the rocks, we could actually kind of hop our way over it.
But no more. Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, go for it, man. We are all...
Are you watching,
Ray?
Jonathan? Are you watching with Jacob?
Question mark?
We'll all gladly answer any questions unless
Yes,
we
absolutely.
really don't know.
Theoretically, we'll know since we made it, but sometimes game dev, you just kind of fall asleep and you wake up and something happened.
No idea what you're talking about. That never happens. Well, does it magically fix themselves when you fix other ones?
No.
Yeah, they definitely don't propagate.
And things don't
Definitely
break
not.
when you cook. Yeah, things don't break when you cook a build magically.
Oh yeah, never,
God.
never had that happen.
No! No! I need to get all
Oh,
the
you
secrets!
failed. That's the hardest jump now.
It is
Womp
the hardest
womp.
jump.
Yep.
You have to time it pretty much perfectly.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. I was trying to get the trailer footage and I missed twice and I was so mad.
Remember, Lauren,
At least you cleared underneath.
we have the Dark Souls of kids games. Remember?
The Dark Souls Kids games. Yes.
If I find out who said that.
I still say
Yes,
that's
there
our
we
best
are.
comment ever on a game, on this game.
Come on! Now I can't even get up.
You can always just
Oh,
abandon it.
haha, Brian, haha. No, I'm not gonna abandon it. I have to get it. I might abandon it if I don't. Oh my god. Oh! If I don't get it this time, I'm gonna abandon it.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Okay, gotcha.
The trick is to run all the way to the edge.
You have to
And
kind of
jump.
like get a running jump from the edge. You kind of almost have to be dipping it down a little bit.
Oh, come on! It wasn't this hard the other day.
Oh no, I'm having a great time watching this happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Maybe looking forward instead
Yeah.
of down. Might
Yeah,
help.
don't look down, look forward.
All right,
Believe in yourself.
one more time.
I mean, if you want the real help, I can say fall first and then jump twice. Because you're a ladybug, we can jump in the air.
Okay. Here we go. There we go.
Finally.
Massive.
Now can you get
There
back?
we go.
Now can you get back? That's the question.
Yeah!
Oh!
Nailed it.
There we go. Now can you get back?
Any sort of dev cheat codes have been removed.
There you go. Getting back, I think, is harder than getting there.
The beliefs in you. Yeah, getting back is harder. I'm actually surprised that I did it. I think the only reason why I did was because, thank you so much, LR. That's all I need. Your support is all I need. Got your rhythm. Thank you, everyone. Everybody's really proud of me, and I want to say thank you to my family, and thank you, thank you to the Academy. Thank you everyone for believing in us as a team.
Yeah, how hard was it, guys, to program the jumping and the gliding physics?
Thanks so much, Aurora. Hi, Aurora. I miss you. I miss your classes.
To answering the jumping and gliding physics, we used Unreal, so it was one line of code for jumping, because it's already pre-built in. It's actually 2 lines of code, sorry, because I have to put a check in there to see if you've jumped already once. And then the gliding physics are actually done for you in Unreal. So I wish I could say that I was doing something really crazy, but it's just adjusting some sliders in Unreal, and you can get it to work pretty much any way you want to. But I wish I had a cooler answer than that, but...
I mean, you didn't have to deconstruct the chaos, the chaos physics?
No.
All 3 of my siblings are in chat, and all 3 of them gave sarcastic answers. You're welcome,
That's
no
their
problem,
job.
and I know. Yes, it's so nice to see you too, kind of, in the realm of the internet. All right.
I don't think it was inspired by Bug's Life or visuals, but it kind of ended up.
I mean, it wasn't.
It was one of the games
it
we had
wasn't
talked
not inspired by Bug's Life. Yeah, we definitely chatted about that. Yeah.
There's a lot of games that had influences, and that was one of the ones we brought up because obviously we made a bug main character.
Right.
So that was one of the ones we brought up.
I think one
Yeah.
of the first questions that came up in the design of this game is scale
Yes.
of the character.
So,
Yeah.
so Bug's Life, the
World.
main inspiration we took from Bug's Life was kind of seeing how they did their scale, and how like they presented a Bug's
Yeah,
Life.
Because originally, when I was, whiteboxing and everything, I was like, well, how much of a scale do I want to do? Because I want to do an actual ladybug in a real-world backyard. It's like 1 to like 333. It's something like ridiculous proportions. I was like, you know what? Let's just make the ladybug a little bit bigger, so it looks more like like a Bug's Life or something like that. So it's still, you can still sense that you're in a very large backyard and the ladybug's very small compared to it, but didn't want to do a direct correlation between the size of a ladybug in a real world backyard. That would be very, very, very small.
Thank
And
you
make the
so much.
levels a lot bigger.
Thank you,
Like
Mom, my
51
bread.
now.
So yeah, this is the boss fight. Jason also did really good work on the particle effects in the boss fight. And Andrew spent hours and hours and
Oh, gosh.
hours tuning this boss fight.
And
Like the first thing you did.
some of this game was also inspired by like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64.
The
and-
biggest influence was Mario 64. That was
for sure.
that core fun game, classic fun game. Ah! Oh god! Oh my god! Why am I going so badly?
Wow.
Are you gonna die already?
That was the
That's
worst
impressive.
I have ever done on that. I think it's because I was talking.
I thought you were gonna
Sheesh.
die already.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh,
pretty
you're
impressive.
almost dead.
That was
Yep, I
impressively
know.
bad.
I thought you were a streamer.
Yeah, I'm a real gamer. Because I
Well,
stream
this is the
video
Dark Souls
games
of
on the
children's games.
internet.
We've already gone over this.
I'm gonna die.
One health. One health remains.
I might actually die. It's because I got hung up on the leaf. So I ended up taking a lot of damage in the water.
We definitely spent a lot of time trying to balance this fight because you have a lot of ranged enemies that come up as ads, and then the boss himself is kind of tricky. I think we originally had 4 crystals you have to down. We reduced them to 3.
We wanted to make it challenging enough while also not making it take too long. Like, too grindy.
Yeah, because I'll never forget that Andrew, our
yeah,
illustrious
because I
game
lost
programmer.
like 2 whole things from that one hit.
Yeah, I'll never forget our illustrious programmer Andrew could not beat his own boss fight for the longest time.
Oh, hey
Hey,
guys!
I made the Dark Souls of children's games. It's not a problem.
Already made that joke.
Hey
It's gonna
guys,
come
thanks
up
for
again
dropping
and
by.
again.
Oh yeah, we can show our loading screen. There we go.
Yeah.
Are you not watching the Discord stream, Derek?
Yeah, the,
Oh no,
the
I was
Discord
watching
stream is current for you.
Oh yeah, I was watching the YouTube stream. Oh, there we go. I don't know technology, man.
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, LR, but I did die, because I'm bad at video games. Apparently. Look, I just landed in the water, getting into the boss fight.
I think the trails Andrew did on a whim one day, and he was like, I like this.
Thanks, Jonathan. Thank you. Yeah, the attention to detail was very, very good, for sure.
Yeah, particle effects is all Jason.
I mean,
No, the wing effect
Jason's
was
storm
Andrew.
effects is just so good. The wing effects I did, but Jason's storm effects in this boss fight is probably my favorite thing.
Absolutely, yeah. He did a really, really good job with that. And like he said, he did the water texture as well, so.
It's so good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
George!
I love this water texture, man.
I
This
had
is
to
awesome.
focus on the water texture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I can throw the loop in for the particles when that happens.
Brian, the hydration's like ammo. That's the
Yeah.
best way to describe it.
It's pretty much ammo. Oh, the crystal's all the way over there.
Well, one more round. You got this.
Oh, Novak, I've never heard of Bugdom. Sorry, I missed that comment.
You're
Just
gonna
keep-
miss the
just keep
crystal
going.
too.
You've already missed. You've bypassed the crystal entirely.
I don't think you guys understand how little sleep I have right now.
You fell in the water.
I'm like shaking. I also had a really big milestone for work today that I won't go into detail about, but it was it's been a big day.
Turn around and watch the boss jumping at you. Show them that.
Well, I did the first time, and then I almost died.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Land
Okay.
counter.
Never
no,
mind.
she did die for it.
But I did this successfully, like the first time. When I was getting the footage for the trailer, it was completely fine. I didn't, like, I nailed it, but I don't know.
Ooh, we got 18 people watching, guys.
Oh man. Hey guys, we're gonna go viral. Yeah, feel free to try the game out yourself if you would like. We do have the link in the description of this video as well. If you want to download the game, you do have to have Windows for it. But yeah, we just beat the boss! If I can hit him. There we go. Yay! We cleared it! Yay!
The world is saved.
I love you guys! Thanks for coming out.
Not till the final cinematic. It's not done.
Yeah, I did that, Brian. I did the UI.
Nathaniel's awesome poses.
Yes. The action poses. Woohoo! Not a bad score.
New high score.
Not bad, not bad.
Managed to get a 10,000 level 1.
But yeah, if you want to play it yourselves, feel free to check out the website. We also have all of our information in the website. A couple of us have portfolio websites, and a couple of us are just LinkedIn links, but feel free to connect with us. And are there any other specific questions about the game while you guys are here? Anything else we want to share with the audience behind the scenes?
Oh boy. Behind the scenes stuff.
Yes, the boss was the secret. Yes, we tried to keep the boss hidden in the trailer because it's the mystery behind what's going on in the backyard.
Yeah, you get some glimpses of the Mantis from like time to time until like it's lady's kind of flying in the air and then just gets attacked from behind, knocking her into the sandbox.
I like all of the loading screens. I think those turned out well.
Mm-hmm.
That was a last minute addition, like last day addition.
I'd have to say my favorite character in the game is the melee character, just because of the way it's modeled. And
I also like the melee character a lot.
The melee character looks really good.
Yeah, you did a great job modeling that out.
Was there anything added to the game that was not in the trailer? Actually, no. The trailer was made. We turned in the final version of our project a week and a half ago, or a week ago.
It was.
No, the one thing that got changed, I think, was the leaves in the final
The
boss
leaves.
fight.
So yeah,
There's one particle effect that
that's the
wasn't
only
in there.
change. Yeah, there was some more leaves in the boss fight, but other than that, I made the trailer in a couple of days this past week. I wanted to make sure everything was in. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out. Did you guys want to keep streaming? We want to call it here. We've been going for about 30 minutes.
Any other outstanding questions as well? Any specific questions?
I want to see you do the boss fight again. I know that.
One more playthrough. One more again.
If I press continue, it'll just be the boss fight again.
Oh,
Yeah.
You mentioned all the little ladybug tips in the loading screens.
I think there's, 12 or 10?
Yeah. Yeah, that, I actually, that took me, like, a decent amount of time, like, to go and find specific, tips, or, like, like, facts that were interesting enough about ladybugs.
Was that not, like, easy to acquire information?
What?
Is that not easy to acquire information? Like,
you would think it'd be easier, but, like, just some stuff was just, like, it wasn't, like, very fun phrased, and it was kind of hard to get enough that it would be a variety, I guess. Like, I kept finding, like, the same, like, 3 same ones, and I wanted to get, like, 10. So I had to make them, like, sound fun, I guess. What are the future plans for Lady? We don't have any future plans for it. The main goal for this project was to serve as that capstone project that would serve as a good starting point for our portfolios, or additional portfolio pieces, if we worked on other things. But other than that, that's pretty much the plan, unless you have a suggestion.
yeah, this is technically the end for Lady.
Yep. One ladybug against the world. See, I did that, like, perfectly.
Next time we'll move into the house. We'll do inside the house.
Yeah, there you go.
Bug infestation.
Lady, the indoor adventure.
We'll be dodging newspaper wax and dogs.
And ants.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know why, but I just love how the enemies wiggle when they attack the range enemies.
Take it public.
Oh yeah. Also, in terms of other inspirations, I forgot Army Man. Army Man was like my favorite inspiration for this game. Playing as those plastic toy soldiers in a real house.
Oh yeah, we had to get like inspiration for like what to include in like just.
What was used for sound effects? Do you have any specific sound effects in mind? Because let's see. Some were created by me. Others were just edited by me. Some like free sounds that we found that were available and rights free.
Take that! With one final attack, Lady defeats the Mantis, stopping his sinister ritual. Yeah, so my dad wants to
Exactly,
retire off of all the money that we're going to make off of selling Lady. I don't think that's going to work out.
Millions.
We might could sell it for $1.
Just thinking about random sound effects. So the water droplet was just plopping something in a sink of water. The effect of a enemy hitting you, I believe, was me taking a paper towel roller and kind of whacking my pillow. The crystal, I think, was just a tink noise. Was just a simple tink noise. What else? Yeah, that's what I can think of off the top of my head.
I'd sell this game for $1, maybe $2.
$1.50.
$3.50.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's awesome. So that's actually pretty fun that we got several comments like that, because our when we wrote our concept, our target market was kids. I think we'd said like 8 to 13 or something. 8 to 16 is what I put on the doc, I think.
I would hope we're going Frogger.
We upped Frogger, everybody. We did it.
Job done. I can retire now.
Yep.
For the ones that I made, Brian, I used simple OBS. OBS, and then I used Adobe Audition to edit them.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is time to bid everyone good night. It is 9 o'clock. I feel like that's pretty good timing. Hour and a half presentation, 30-minute chatting. So, yeah, again, thanks so much for dropping by. If you want to connect with us, you know where to find us. And that's, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.